We are here in the sloughs or bayous of Matagorda, Texas. And we are here doing some crabbing today. And we just drive around and find a nice area like this. This has got a nice muddy bottom. And the crabs seem to love that. So I've got a couple traps out. They've been soaking for at least an hour and a half maybe. And I've got my buoys there. And we're gonna see if we get any crabs in there, some blue crabs. And we got a fisherman over there. And you can see how muddy this is. This is pretty muddy. You gotta be careful going in here with your waders or your sandals. I got stuck earlier, but we've caught 4 or 5 crabs here, and I'm using 2 hand lines, and we've got 2 cages, so we'll see what comes out of that. But I like to use these green colored nets. I've heard differing things about whether crabs can see colors or not, but from what I read, they do see colors, basic colors, and I've found that green, they don't see it too well, so when you go to scoop them up, they don't pick up on that. But I could be wrong, but you got differing things out there. Some people say that they don't see color, but I've proven to see that the green nets are better. You catch more of your crabs using nets that have green mesh. So you can see what a beautiful day out here in Matagorda. And just a lot of wildlife out here, really relaxing. These areas here are shallow. They've got a lot of grass. Crabs love grass and muddy bottoms. And just on some little county road here, dirt road. And got my cooler over there. I've got about 9 crabs, and we can take a walk over there and look. Just scooping them up with nets, and I've also got one of my nets that I bought here. Well, it's really not a net, it's a drop net. You just drop it from a pier or some elevated position, and then the net, you pull it up really fast so that the crabs can't get away. And I did catch one in there earlier today, but you can see we got some good crabs in here. And we got about 9 of them, and there's some big ones. They're all over 5 inches, so those are keeper size here in Texas. And it's going to be a good crab boil. So hope to get a few more before we call it. You just simply pull them in with a hand line here. Just wrap some of that paracord or string around a stick. Throw it out about 10-12 feet, deep enough to where the crabs are on them. They'll even come into shallow waters too, but as soon as you see that line go tight, you're gonna pull them in, and then you scoop them up with a net. And both these lines, I think, have something on them. I don't have a GoPro, so I'm gonna have to turn my camera off here. But we'll see if we get a crab here. captured. That's a male. And I'm going to go ahead and measure the points on it. If it hits that 5 mark, I'll go ahead and keep this crab. It's going to be close. Just under 5 inches, so I can't keep this one. But I'm going to show you how you hang on to them by their pinchers. It's another way you can hang on to them, is like this, or behind using the swimmers on the back side. It's easier from the back side, so we're going to throw him back. There's another one. He doesn't look like he's very big either, so I'm just going to let this guy go. And that's a male. So, as soon as you throw there you go. He's got those pretty blue colors on him. That's where they get their name, blue crab. And we got another male, so I'm going to let him go. He's little. The way you'll know that you have one on line, it'll be tight, because the crabs are greedy and they like to take whatever bait you have on there and they'll just pull it backwards and your line will go tight, kind of like fishing. So that's some pretty good action there. I just wish they were bigger crabs. Pulled some big ones out of here though, so I'm happy. And we still have our traps that we got to check. another small male. That's a male crab. He's got to grow up. Okay, no sooner than I got that one released, one came up close to the shore and grabbed a hold of that chicken leg. And this one's a female, so I'm going to show you what the difference is. So if you look, that's a female. See her underbelly? That's a diamond shape. So this is a real young female. When she gets older, this will be more of a kind of a rounded apron. And right now this tells me that she's a juvenile. We'll just throw her back to help. When she gets old enough, she'll breed and produce some babies. So this is a young one. So, and she's not 5 inches, so we'll go ahead and throw her back. And I just caught another small female, threw her back, and while I was walking over here, here's a hermit crab. It's a little hermit crab. Saw him walking along the beach here, and he keeps poking his head out, and he will defend his little shell if he has to, but you can see his little legs in there, and they just go from shell to shell. So hey everybody, and I'm back here at my house, and I'm getting ready to boil up these crabs that we got at Matagorda Bay. We were in the back sloughs, and Matagorda, Texas is a really pretty area. It's kind of the best kept secret of Texas, up along the Gulf Coast there. It is in between Corpus Christi and Galveston, and there's a lot of great beaches or sloughs where you can go and crab. This was a fun time. We got about a dozen crabs, as you can see here. We got a really big one here. This is a rust belly. He's super heavy. He's got some big claws on him too, but when they get that rust belly, that means that they're an older crab, and they molt these shells, and so they get this darker color on their underbelly. You can tell this is a big male, and they're a lot heavier than the other crabs. These are some smaller ones over here, but even some that are, say, like here's another big one. He's not as rusty as this one is, but all of these are males. This one's still, he's kind of waking up. I took him out of the ice, had him in my ice chest, so I don't want to get pinched by this guy, but you can see he reacts. So there's 3 big ones right here, but we're going to cook these guys up. And over here, I've got my big old steaming pot, and I've got some sides going here. I got some corn niblets boiling up here, and I've got some asparagus that I'm steaming. So we're going to have that alongside our crabs. But wanted to show you this. This is a 20-quart crab pot, and I bought this as a kit. I think HEB was selling these. You know, I'm here in Texas, so I got a little bit of water on the bottom here, maybe an inch or so, and I'm going to be steaming them, so you don't want to fill this up. We're not boiling them. But I've also got some ingredients over here. I've got a 12-ounce High Life, Miller High Life, and I'm going to dump that into this water and see if I can do this one-handed. And of course it's a twist off, so I've got one hand. Let me see if I can pop the top off of that. Some people have GoPros, I don't have that. So I'll just set it here in the cradle temporarily. That way we'll just go ahead and pop the top off here. We're going to pour that whole beer inside this can. Give it a little flavor. It's just plain water and this beer, and hopefully you can see that. Yep. And I'm going to go ahead and pour in some apple cider vinegar. Vinegar helps the the meat peel from the shells. So by putting vinegar in there, that helps out. So we got a good liquid level going there, and I'm going to take this back out of the cradle so you can see what it looks like. So it's got a little beer hue to it. So now we got about 1.5 inches of liquids, and I don't have a steaming tray. So I'm going to come over here. You can just take a bowl that'll fit up inside this canister like this and just flip it upside down like so. And then I've got a plate, and you just simply put that plate down in there, and that's going to hold the crabs while they steam. So we're going to go ahead and put these crabs in. And we're going to put these big guys down on the bottom. And you can see the one that's awake is hanging onto this other guy, so I'm going to put him in there. Sorry about the camera work, I'm just doing this one-handed. So we got 3 on the plate there, and we're just going to keep adding more. Just keep stacking them, but I'm going to add some Old Bay on them. Got some Old Bay seasoning here, and we're going to season these guys up. Since they're doing them in layers, we're going to add some seasoning. I've used different kinds of seasoning. I just take whatever I've got available. Old Bay is really good. I've also got some of this Louisiana. It's a lot cheaper, but you can pick that up at HEB, any of your grocery stores. I'm going to add a little garlic powder too. Okay, and then we're just going to add the rest. So a dozen is going to be perfect. Some good eating right here. I'm just going to grab a couple at a time. These other ones, they're only a day old. I was there, caught these last evening, just before sunset, and brought them home today. So they're probably 24 hours old. So these are fresh. and they're going to be really good. I'm going to add a little more seasoning to these. All right, now we just simply we're going to turn the heat up on this, and we're going to get these guys going. Got a nice blue flame going there, and there they are. We're going to go ahead and put this lid on. We're going to let them steam anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. We got good steam coming through that lid. They should be ready, and by that time these will be ready as well. So I've got some butter over here. I'll squeeze a little lemon into that. So we got that for dipping, and it's going to be a really good meal. So we'll be back when they're ready. Alright, we're back. We're ready to take this crab out. I'm going to go ahead and remove this lid. It's very hot. And you can see they have turned a beautiful pink color, and we're just simply going to put them over here. They smell delicious. Let's see if I can bring this tray over closer. There we go. Nice steamed Texas blue crab. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. There's that big guy. That's that big Rusty. And on that one you can see some of the collagen was steaming out of it. And if you look down in that water in there, you can actually see the collagen that comes out of these crabs. And then of course we got our steamed asparagus and our corn niblets, and those are ready too. So we are simply gonna transfer this tray over to the table over here, and we're gonna get set up to eat these. Alright, here is the final. Nice table set up. We got some melted butter, some asparagus, we got some corn on the cob, and some blue crab. And we've got our little utensils there to crack them open and dig the meat out. So this was a lot of fun catching these. It doesn't take a whole lot, just a hand line or some traps or some drop nets to catch them, and a little bit of a chicken, or you can use any kind of bait, really stinky fish, scraps, whatever you got. Catching blue crab is a lot of fun. Take your family. My wife and I, we love to do it, so it's going to be really good to eat. So hope you all enjoyed this video. Please give me a like and a thumbs up. Hit the notification bell for any future videos. I really appreciate you watching. Thank you for all my viewers. Have a great day. Take care.